Hello. It's a little hot outside today, so we're going to discuss dinner, which is inside in the oven cooking. And I don't want to be inside because even though it's hot, I love summer. It's my favorite season. So I'm going to sit out here and discuss dinner with you while it sits in there and cooks and I don't have to do anything. Tonight's dinner was a sheet pan style Cornish hen and root vegetables. Sounds all fancy. It's not. It is super easy. Your kids can make it. If you haven't gone over to my channel and checked out my other videos, you might want to do so, because on there I have a video that completely covers Cornish hens and spatchcocking them, which sounds all fancy too, but it's just the most easiest way to take those little tiny chickens, cut them, and cook with them. Today I'm baking them in the oven. I got this idea from one of my kiddos who decided to take my spatchcock video and instead of throwing them on the grill, throw them in the oven. And it took longer than he expected because he didn't realize the temperature difference. And a barbecue grill that's 550 degrees versus an oven at like 350 degrees. So I'm baking with some Cornish hens today, and this is super easy. I would encourage all of you to try it because it's fast, doesn't take very long to throw together, and then the oven does the rest of the work, and you get a meal at the end that tastes like Sunday dinner. So I'll walk you through the steps. I'll show you the pictures of what I did quickly at the end, but it was fast. I have a loaf of bread that I got off the discount rack at the grocery store for super cheap. I think you'll see the big yellow sticker on there with the price because it's about to go out of date, which I have thoughts on expiration dates and Best By dates and out of dates because a lot of that is crap. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. So if you're religious about that, I have thoughts. We might need to have a discussion on that at some point, which I think I will discuss when we go over how to stock your pantry and how to rotate your things in there. But that's a different video. Anyway, quick loaf of bread is going to go on the side with some butter to smear on it. All of the meat, all the vegetables is all going to cook together. The vegetables I have in my kitchen, not in my pantry, in my kitchen because I use them every day. One little basket of onions and one little basket of root vegetables. And I go through there and pick through them and get what I want on a daily basis, cook with it. And this is the dregs of my root basket. I don't know if anybody has told you if your potatoes start sprouting to throw them away. That's not true. A sprouting potato is a healthy potato. It just means it sat there for a little bit and the little eyes are starting to grow little stems. They're just stems. Get rid of them. Wash your potatoes, scrub the little eyes off. Some people call them eyes. They're the little buds that are budding on your potatoes. Scrub them off. There's nothing wrong with that potato. I had one sweet potato, 2 or 3 small russet potatoes, some Yukon Golds that were also little, and one little red potato. So I took that little handful of maybe 8 potatoes and scrubbed them, quartered them, threw them in a bowl. I had 2 small Vidalia onions. I Frenched those, which is just a way of chopping them in little wedges. Threw that in the bowl, some olive oil, some spices, which was salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and poultry seasoning. Super basic. Threw those in there, tossed them around. I pulled out a bag of frozen broccoli from my freezer, tossed that in with it, threw it in the bottom of a roasting pan, seasoned and oiled the chickens with the exact same things that I had seasoned and oiled the vegetables with. So I put a layer of broccoli that's frozen, all my root vegetables on top. All that seasoning and oil is going to drip around in the pan while it cooks. Threw my raw seasoned and oiled chicken on the top. Did not cover the pan. Threw it in the oven. It's already preheated. It's going to take an hour. All of those chicken drippings are going to drip onto the vegetables. All of the vegetables are going to cook in those drippings, and the steam that was created from the frozen broccoli, it's going to make very soft, juicy vegetables. The meat is going to be juicy from being baked. There is no foil, there is no lid, which is going to cause the chicken skin to crisp and a lot of the liquid to evaporate that you would get, just watery mess out of the vegetables. That's going to evaporate, which will concentrate the chicken juices in the bottom. If there's enough juices left, I could make a little pan gravy to spoon over everything, but I think it's just going to be fine as it is. So roasted chicken and vegetables in one pan. I used one bowl to get all that ready, one cutting board and knife because I did the vegetables first and then the chickens. Easy peasy, done. I encourage you to do things, get your kids in there if you want, get your partner in there, make a date night out of it. Cooking together is kind of sexy. But teach yourself how to expand a little bit, but make things that are healthy and make things that are not stressful. This is not stressful. It's going to cook for an hour and I am not going to have to be standing over a grill or standing over a stove or micromanaging it. It was basically grabbing the things that were going to go bad, throwing them in the oven and leaving them alone. Have a great day. Okay, here we go step by step. Preheat your oven to bake at 425 degrees. Gather all of your ingredients together that you're going to use. Here's my little chickens that I've cut up. There's 4 of them. Here is my bowl of a variety of potatoes, a head of garlic, and a couple of small onions. And here's my little on sale bag of bread. You could bake your own or use whatever you want. I cut up the onions, cut them however you like. I use little wedge shapes. If my potatoes were larger, they got cut into 8 pieces. If they were smaller, they were cut into 4. And then I tossed them all in a bowl with some olive oil. And then I added spices, which was salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and poultry seasoning. Use whatever olive oil or whatever oil you have on hand that you want to use. Always remember to use your scrap bowl. I use mine for compost or I use it for stock. I threw the frozen broccoli in the bottom of the pan. On top of that, I layered the vegetables that were oiled and seasoned. And then I threw the chicken into the bowl that I had just put for vegetables, seasoned and oiled those as well, and laid them in a flat layer on top of the vegetables. Done.